remember the story about your brother poo-pooing having to do the dishes and the repercussions of that. You share that story?
Yeah, sure. My brother hates the story, but it's pretty I
Of
think it's
course he
so
does.
funny. In our house, there really were no girls' jobs or boys' jobs. We always laugh about it. My dad, before my brother came along, I was his sidekick. I was the son he never had. So I would be the one tarring the driveway, or my sisters did too. But I did a lot of things with him that you would do with your son. But equally, the jobs outside were important to contribute to, but the jobs inside were equally important to contribute to. And that included doing the dishes and folding laundry and ironing my dad's handkerchiefs. There's one night where we were all around, we were in the kitchen and we were all cleaning up our dishes. And my sisters and I were in our teens and we were bringing our dishes to the sink. And again, like frenetic activity, a lot of conversation. And I remember my brother sitting at the table and saying that he wasn't going to get up because doing the dishes was a girl's job. And the silence, to his credit, he was like 7, but the silence in the kitchen was just deafening. It was like all this chatter just stopped. And my sisters and I looked at each other and we were like, oh man, he is dead. Because we knew that my mother would never stand for that. There was no world in her worldview that allowed for her son not to be able to cook for himself, help clean up and pitch in. And there definitely were no girls' jobs. So he learned that real fast. And I will tell you, he's really good at helping out at home now. But I
I
attribute
bet.
that to my mom's training.
And he ended up on kitchen cleanup or dishes for a couple weeks, as I recall as
Kitchen
well.
duty. Yes. Yep. And it's funny because my son had made some similar comment years ago. And all I have to say now when there's some comment that just doesn't belong is dish duty. That's all I have to say is those 2 words. And everybody knows that you've sort of crossed that line of you're not worthy of this job. And of course we all are, right? Everybody's worthy of any job. And I think it's important to know that just from a work ethic standpoint, again, like setting aside the gender issues, but just work ethic and knowing how to contribute and knowing how to be helpful in a living environment. We all have to learn that. And then we have to learn how to be team members at work.